Welcome everybody to Steve Talks Money. My name is Steve and today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to get the best FICO score in the shortest amount of time. Let's go. Alright, so tip number 1 is payment history. This is the biggest part, by the way, everybody. It's 35% of your credit score, and the way to get the maximum out of this is to go ahead and make your payments on time and make them in full. Don't ever go with a partial or anything of the sort, because this will keep you away from the score we are trying to reach. Number 2 that comes up on my list is utilization. Now, utilization is 30% of the overall FICO score, and the best way to get all of it that we can is to keep our utilization under how many percent, everybody? You are exactly right. Under 30% is where we want to be, which means, for example, if you have a $10,000 limit on your credit card, you want to be roughly under $3,000 limit. Now, if you want to be full hands-on to get those 30% of your FICO score, you can go under $1,000. If you do that, you almost guarantee you're going to get the 30 points, and it's going to help on the other criteria as well for you. Number 3 on Steve's list is length of credit history. This is 15% of your overall FICO score, so it's still very important to go ahead and get the maximum out of this. And one of the easiest way to get this is, if you have an older card, keep it open. If you have any balances and you're thinking of paying the full balance and closing the card, that wouldn't really be a good idea, because then your relationship becomes newer than what it would have been if you kept the card. So I would recommend, if you pay off any debt that's on the card, you can cut off the card and not close the account. This way your relationship still stays healthy and you don't pay the extra interest or anything of the sort down the line. You're more well known to the credit company. Alright, so number 4 on the list is the credit mix. This takes into account, let's say, mortgages, installment loans, auto loans. We're talking credit cards. Anything of this sort is going to be into the list, and this is 10% once again. So as long as you pay everything on time and you pay at least the minimum, if not more. I usually recommend more, because that way you pay less interest for the lifespan of the loan. So I would say do the most you can. That way you finish early and you finish with less interest being paid to the bank. Number 5 and the last one on our list, everybody, is new credit. Now, this is 10% of the overall credit score. So new credit, for example, let's check it out. You opened a credit card 2-3 months ago and you're thinking, hey Steve, should I go back for a new credit card? Will it help me build more credit, or would it hurt me? I would tell you right now, if you go to open another credit card, it will most likely hurt your credit, because you're doing rapidly and the credit company is looking into you more as a risk than a reward, because they don't know the relationship, they don't know you quite well. So you want to give it some time, maybe 6 to 9 months, to see how everything is working, how your payments go. Are you able to make the full payments, or are you doing minimum? Because you don't want to get into debt, and the credit card is known to putting people into debt, and you want to know you're able to work it out. So my advice would be, stay away from credit until you're 6 to 9 months veteran. That way you can go into it knowing that you're going to make the right decisions. Now with this, I want to leave you with final thoughts. Your score, everything counts. Everything you do, late payments, utilization, if you use more or less, all this is going to be counting either for you or against you. So every time you're making the decision to slide that card or to open or close the card, think twice in anything you do, because those minor details to us is a huge thing for the credit company. One last thing I'll say is, if you like the video, make sure you give thumbs up. You can give a second one as well. I don't mind. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. It's going to help me a lot, and that way we stay in touch. And one final thought, ring the bell before you go. Have a good one.